Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-month reading. Again, not really date time specific. If the title speaks to you and the reading speaks to you, it's your message no matter when you come upon it. But this, we are in some difficult times right now, so I want to do a very positive, uplifting reading where we're looking at twin flames growing. How are we growing in our connections, whether we're in, union or separation? Growth is always happening. So I thought we would make that our focus for today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, join our little soul tribe here. We're growing by leaps and bounds, and every positive, energetic soul counts. And for those who are returning, you know how much you mean to me, especially my sister and brother Virgos. I'm one of you, so it's a club. Speaking of clubs, if you look at the first couple sentences in the description box, first you'll see a link to the extended. So if you decide you want to follow me to the extended, that's there. Right next to that, right below it, is a link to the Priestess Lounge. That is my private Facebook group. We're growing over there, and I would love to have you join us there. I try to come in 3-4 times a week, do live interaction with you, sometimes oracle, sometimes tarot, but also just to kind of make it a little bit more personal than here on YouTube, because I can do it live. Anyway, I know I can do it live here on YouTube too, but it's a real hassle. Just saying. All right, so just so you know, that link is there, and it's instant access if you go through the link that's in that YouTube description box. Okay, so I am pulling cards for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine for you, Virgo. Here's the masculine card. Here's the feminine card. This is from Whispers of Love. It is a lovely, positive, uplifting deck. So if you're here as the Virgo masculine, this would be your card. If you're here as the feminine Virgo, it's right here. And then your counterpart would be the other. Okay. Spiritual connection is what the masculine gets. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Wow. Feminine gets spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. This feels really, quality time can also be energetic. So for those of you who are not in regular communication with your divine counterpart, you may not be totally separated from one another, but just communication is sketchy. Remember that you can listen energetically and you can send energetic messages. And I recommend that we all spend a little more time in our meditations calling in the energy of our divine counterpart and sending them all the positivity we can. Send energetic messages of love and safety and protection and healing and good health. Every little bit helps. It's part of the mission. Okay, now I'm pulling one card for you, Virgo, from, this is I think it's, what is it? Goddess Guidance Oracle. I knew it was Goddess something. Oh, aging. It's not for everyone. Okay. This is the Goddess Mat. She is the goddess of fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Feels very much like the Justice card to me. It also feels kind of Six of Pentacles. Fairness, balance, and the Justice card. So that may pop out. If we see where we're imbalanced and where things aren't fair, that's a hint that it'll be handled in a fair and just manner. So I like that. Okay, so we are looking at growth. How are we growing? I want to start with the energy of Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Okay, how are we showing up today? Wow. Masculine showing up here as Six of Cups, past life soulmate. Now, just so you know, feel free to swap the energies around as things get laid out. If you're like, no, I'm more on the masculine side, that's fine. Even if you feel you're the feminine, just reverse it. I just set my intention and the storyline comes out. There are a lot of Virgos watching and cross watchers too. Welcome. I love you. I get it. I'm one of you. Feminine comes out as Knight of Cups, moving toward love with a heart on the sleeve, sort of very open, wanting to take action. Notice how the head of the horse is sort of bowed. There's very much grace, and there's an energy of softness here. This is no Knight of Wands. This isn't somebody, you know, rushing in to sweep you off your feet. This is gentle love, compassion, having one's heart right on their sleeve and moving toward that energy. Got it? So that's the feminine. And then just shuffle a little more. Just want to get a handle on the connection. Reconciliation. Answering the call to connection. This is it. You know what? Let me check my audio real quick. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I should have done this first. Oh, there's that better, Virgo. Sorry about that. So the first 6 minutes, you could barely hear me. Now you're going to hear me crystal clear. Judgment. This is a card of second chances. Reconciliation. It's also a card of forgiveness. So if there's anything that has seemed unfair, the fairness will be restored. Balance will be restored, and forgiveness should be offered. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This card also feels very much like all three of these cards. We have the energy of the past life soulmate. We have the masculine gut spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And then we have judgment, which is all second life, past life energy. Past life, not second life. Past life, second chance at a new life energy. So very, very strong past life twin flame vibe coming here. Now I want to look at how, and I'm going to clarify all these, don't get nervous. How has the divine masculine grown? High Priestess, really getting in touch with their intuition, their higher self, maybe going within and being more spiritual in nature. Interestingly enough, though, the other meaning of this card is sort of there's hidden feelings sometimes. The Priestess doesn't talk a lot, if at all. So it could be that they're growing in some way with regard to expressing their feelings. This is a card of Pisces. So I'll see when I clarify. Judgment is a card of Scorpio for those who are interested. And then we have two water cards here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. How has the feminine grown? Yeah, she knows what makes her happy. I say she because I'm talking about feminine energy, but you can be a guy and be the divine feminine. This is happiness and joy. This is vulnerability. Feeling protected and safe in your vulnerability. That is a lot of growth. Especially for if you're the feminine Virgo here. Okay, in the extended, I'll be using the same deck, and the cards I'm going to pull are blocks to be, blocks or challenges to overcome in this connection. A strengths card, strengths of the connection that will help you overcome those blocks and challenges. What are the divine masculine's intentions toward the feminine? What are the feminine's intentions toward the masculine? And then outcome and timing cards as per usual. Sometimes it doesn't, the timing doesn't show up. Sometimes it's not a factor, but in most, and then I think I'm going to do another oracle. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm doing another oracle too. So the extendeds are a little bit longer than this video, but this will give you a good idea of whether or not this is your storyline. All right, hold on one second. I do as I'm told. Six of Cups. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel that the masculine here is really underneath, is sort of patiently tempering their energies. I feel they're very highly anxious. With regard to the twin, it feels to me like I'm dealing here with a masculine who understands what this connection is. I say that because we have the we have the High Priestess. Don't get me started on myself, because I will rant about my memory and my word finding issues for the next hour. Okay, so past life soulmate, twin flame energy. I feel this masculine is well aware of the connection because they're in High Priestess mode and the power of it and what it really means, where it comes from, right? It's causing them a little bit of anxiety. That's good. If they're losing a little bit of sleep, that's okay, because then they're going to have a better appreciation for what this happily ever after energy is. What that 10 of Cups energy is everything you could ever hope or want in a emotional love connection. And so it feels like this person is coming upon an awakening. They're trying to temper the energy. They're trying to be patient and balanced, which is good, because if they're a little frenetic right now, if they're feeling like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you want them to settle down. Because the last thing you want is anyone coming toward, and I'm speaking as if I'm talking to the feminine, the last thing you want, if you're the masculine here, and I'm telling your story, if you're the masculine, you don't want to go toward anybody when you're not stabilized, when you're so anxious and nervous that you're putting too much attention and focus on that energy instead of on the beauty and the power of this connection. If you're the feminine and this is describing your masculine counterpart, then that's what I'm saying, is allow them the time and space they need. They're working hard to balance the energies within them. They know what this connection is about. That's all that matters. That's what you really need to know. I feel that the feminine is the one that's in the action seat right now, which means that you're building the skills of your divine masculine energy. We have both energies within us. That's part of the job. We're here to teach each other. You know, when this person is kind of, here's exactly what I'm saying. When this person is down for the count because it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and the feminine steps up to say, it's okay, I got it, I got you, we'll get through this. That's all this might be about. It just might be that action of creating a safe place for this person to land. That means you're flexing your divine masculine muscles if you're a feminine taking action. Does that make sense? Somebody give me a oh hell yeah in the comments, because that's the part. We can be fluid. We can shift in and out of the energies at any given point in time. There have been times when I've been more of the masculine in my connection, and I just took, I was the one push, and I wasn't as receptive and allowing and organically waiting for things to come to me. And then I would shift back into feminine mode when I realized that I was out of balance. Got it? Okay. But I do feel it right now, the feminine here, if you're a Virgo feminine, in the role of the feminine, your connection, I do feel you're taking more of an active role. Yeah. High Priestess. Maybe not. So, as I was saying, moving toward love, feminine, but you're doing so super slow because you got a lot of fear. This is the Virgo energy, Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, moving toward love with your heart on your sleeve, but eek. Feeling a sense of danger, maybe you're uncertain of things, and so you are moving methodically, slowly, deliberately. And underneath we have this High Priestess, so I do feel that you're moving slowly toward this energy. This is where this person is right now. We know we're all priests and priestesses here. That's okay. But when your divine counterpart shows up in your reading unconsciously, it tells me that that's, the recognition of where they are. Oh my God. I know I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down for this reading because I keep tripping over my tongue. Judgment, please. Yeah, Queen of Cups. So now we have a lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. If you're dealing with a water sign, that may be pertinent to you. Queen of Pentacles. Here we go. More Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And one more on this. Now we're talking more Virgo energy. Woo, Nine of Pentacles. So what I see here is in the connection, I do feel there's a lot of love here. When you have this second chance showing up, this reconciliation, this reunion, answering the call of the connection, these next cards tell me how you're answering the call. So it feels to me like there's a lot of emotional availability, an open heart, very compassionate toward your divine counterpart, whichever way this goes, but also an attitude and an attention towards self-care. The Queen of Pentacles really stays grounded in her own reality. I'm saying her because it's a queen. Doesn't matter your gender. This is the energy of really making sure everything is taken care of. All the T's are crossed, I's are dotted. We're living in uncertain times right now. So while we have all this emotional openness, and the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes she, there can be a lot. It can be a lot of emotion. There's an anchoring here in the Queen of Pentacles that grounds all that emotion. So that feels good. I do feel that the feminine, if you are here as the feminine Virgo, you will likely be taking a leadership role here. The Nine of Pentacles, very much an attractor, very independent, making her own way in the world. Nobody's got to help you out, but you're flying solo for now. And there, underneath the deck, is the Two of Cups. Twin flame soulmate, reconciliation coming in. I feel like what I want to tell you right now, Virgos, is this is the time to open your heart. Really open your heart. What that means is, before you go to sleep, before you hit that dream state, hold the energy of your divine counterpart in your heart. Even if you're frustrated, even if you're still hurt, even if you're, whatever energy you feel right before you settle for sleep. Possibly if you're a meditator, you can do this prior to meditation. You hold an image of them in your mind with love, with softness, with sensitivity, with compassion. Offer them the energy of grounded energy, healing energy, forgiveness energy, and then you're off to the races. That energy travels. That's what this was about when I said spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. It can also be just sending out these beautiful messages. That's what we're here to do. Woo! This is a great reading. I'm enjoying it. Okay. How is this masculine growing? High Priestess. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so maybe not communicating, but they know they need to make a choice. Lovers comes out on top of that. Very powerful. This is powerful growth, the two major arcana. There is some resistance here. I am happy to see that, actually. I'm happy to see it. Because there is no growth. It's like we take 2 steps forward, we take a baby step back, and then we have the Queen of Swords. A truth's going to come out one way or the other. So what I feel here is this person, as they ascend, as they begin to awaken, and they begin to attune to themselves as more of a spiritual being, and they attune to this connection on more of a spiritual level, what happens here is they recognize a choice needs to be made. The Lover's card of Gemini is its choices. But it's, what do we choose in terms of the divine counterpart? So a choice needs to be made as to how they're gonna play this, and there's resistance. And it makes sense to me that the masculine would resist this, but the beautiful part is that they're ascending, they are growing. So this card indicates they may have a lot of questions for you. If you're the feminine, this is a card of ask me a lot of questions. I'm going to tell you anything you want to know. But I'm going to ask a lot of questions in return. I got to get to the heart of the matter. The Queen of Swords. Look at her hand is open. She's got a full heart chakra, but she's staying in a mental headspace to get a lot of clarity. So that feels how the masculine is growing. This feminine with the sun, Leo energy, shock. I'm shocked. Shocking to see Leo show up in the Virgo reading. Crazy. Wow. Okay, there's the justice, fairness, and balance underneath the deck. So, this part of the reading, 2 major arcana, very powerful. You get 3 if you're the Virgo feminine. This is super big. There's been almost an obsessive pull for some of you toward this person as your sun, as your happiness, toward your desire for this person. This is desire. This is your happiness, right? This desire can be toxic. It can be possessive. It can be obsessive. I'm reading the cards. Next card out, Tower. So that's a big shift. It's a wake-up call. And I feel that this Tower moment is happening now for many of you, that you've got to release control. Release control and attachment to a specific outcome. Because the more you stay with your claws grabbed in, look at the picture, it isn't going to work. You don't want a connection where someone feels enslaved to your energy. That will not work. If you're the true feminine, you have to be allowing and receptive and open to things unfolding in their own divine time, organically. You cannot obsess on this, because otherwise it's going to be kicked out from under you, right? So what you need here is an emphasis on balance. Restoring balance in your own life. That is exactly what this is. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Of course, this is the Justice card. It is the card of Libra. It is fairness and balance. It can be legal situations, but I don't think that's what for some of you, that may be a part of what's involved. Someone may need to go through a legal process for fairness and balance to be reestablished, but because it comes out unconscious on top of this, to kind of clarify the energy of the Tower, what I'm telling you is, if you want to get out ahead of this Tower energy, calm yourself. Get fair and balanced with yourself, with your own energy. Okay, dear Virgo, if I am speaking your storyline, for some of you, I know who you are. I am. The link to the extended is below. I'll take it over there now. Please don't forget to join us in the Priestess Lounge. We are getting to know one another. It's a very nice group of like-minded souls helping us all stay connected during these difficult times. And otherwise, I'll see you on a future reading. Bye, Virgo.